Hi everyone, welcome to my video. Thank you for clicking on it and thank you for coming to my channel and watching me get ready for this look today. I am reviewing the Subculture palette in this video, as you can tell by the title. Stay tuned. So now that I've already put on my entire face, so I have already used this palette a couple times. The look that I'm going to be going for is going to be a neutral smoky eye, kind of neutral, not really smoky eye, I don't know. That's what I call everything that I put on my face. So I'm going to go in with the shade Dawn using the brush that comes with the palette. I'll be taking this fluffier end here. And this palette does have a lot of fallout. I've tapped into it 1, 2, 3 times. There's not too much fallout, but there is some. I have already primed my lids. What I have done for that, I've used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I have layered on top of that my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I've let that sit. I've brushed off the excess, and I have done that. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to put this on the crease, and I use circular motions and windshield wiper motions to blend out my eyeshadow, because I really like to have it really blend out, really clean. Going back in, 2 more taps, coat that brush. This has a lot of product since it has so much fallout. And do the same thing on the other eye, obviously. I'm using this as a transition shade to help the other colors build. The reason I have picked this shade versus another shade would be because it's light and it has some of the same tones as other shades in this palette. So I just tapped into that pan one more time. And we have created this here. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Roxy on that same end of the brush. I'm going to just quickly swirl it on my color switch here. And 2 on each side. Again, same amount of fallout. I'm going to put this on the outer third of my lid and blend it in to Dawn. Other reviews that I've seen for this palette have really commented on how much fallout it has. I personally do not mind the amount of fallout that it has. No, I did not get a creamier palette than others. I do believe that mine is defective, quote unquote, as well. I don't mind. That's just how some shadows are created, unfortunately. But I believe as makeup artists, we should have the knowledge and ability to be able to mix certain formulas and make shadows work for us. Depends on how much time you have. I know a lot of us just like to get it done and try to get with it as soon as possible. I personally don't mind sitting for hours to do my makeup. I actually find it very relaxing and cathartic. I am going to take the shade New Wave on the flat side of the brush down here, and I'm going to place that on the inner third of my eye. Well, technically the inner half, considering I'm blending it right out to the other side over here. And then I'm going to flip that brush around and blend it, so then that way all the colors go together and are seamless. Just 2 swipes. And just pack that onto the lid. So now that I have the base down, I can switch to another color. I'm going to be going in with All Star on the fluffy side of the brush. And I'm going to be packing that along the top side of the eye, I believe. I mean, I can't think of anything to call this portion that is right here. And I'm going in circular motions, just patting in that pigment, and then I'm going to be blending it down to the outer third and blending it over to the inner crease, so then that way it'll give it this blend.
And just packing that onto the outer portion, blending it in and packing it down.
I'm not going to be doing a cut crease today with this, but I have done a cut crease on a look from this palette previously. My cut crease look, I noticed that in Jeffree Star's video he used the Shape Tape concealer. And he had a adverse effect with that where it had created a black line where he was blending two colors. I did not want that to happen, so what I used was the Glamouflage concealer by Hard Candy. I packed that on where I was doing my cut crease, and then I applied the color directly on top of it once you blend it out and all that fun stuff. And I found that it didn't create that black line. I don't believe I was using the same exact shadows, like the colors that he was using. But I did find that it didn't have that same chemical effect. If you are going to do a cut crease, I do recommend using that over another product, like the Shape Tape, but I feel like it just has the wrong type of components that don't mix with the shadows. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going in with a different brush. This one is just one of the cheap drugstore dual-ended brushes. I'm going to be going in with this soft end here, and I'm going to be spritzing that with some of my setting spray, just so that way it's a little bit damper so I can add a little bit of shimmer to this look. And I'm going to be going with the shade Adorn. I'm just going to be getting plenty of that on my brush. It's a pretty golden color. And I'm just going to be packing that on the ball of my lid, just in the center, just so that way it has like a reflect on my lid. I'm not going to be going into the inner corner because that's where I'm going to be adding some highlight, and I'm not going to be spreading that out over the entire lid just because I don't want that look today. Now this part you have to be a little bit careful because these are soft shadows that create a good portion of fallout, so be careful with that. And then I'm going to go in on the other side. Aside from my eyes, this is how I do my normal routine. I will save my eyes for mostly last. If you guys would like to see my full face routine, or how I bake or how I contour or how I do other things, feel free to leave me a comment or message me on whatever social media platform you've found me on or anything like that, and let me know what you want to see. I'm totally up for requests. It really helps motivate me to put out new videos for you guys, to see what and hear what you guys want me to do. I am going to go in with another shade. I'm going to be taking my Sophia Cushing, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. It's a brand from Target. I will be taking their brush that has a snake on it. I don't know anything about it. The brush looks like this. It has a fluffy end. Take a brush that looks like this. It's pretty soft. And I'm going to be tapping into the shade Fudge. I know this is a single shadow as well, so if you do have the issue with fallout, like some people do, you can buy the single. It actually doesn't have as much fallout. But I'm going to be taking that in the outer corner of my eye, blending that into the crease. I really do like dark, smoky eyes. I feel like they're sexy, sultry, and they can be worn every day as long as you have the confidence. Technically anything can be worn any day as long as you put it on. It's just a matter of, do you want to? And I am a firm believer in doing exactly what you want when you want, because life is too short to spend unhappy. I definitely feel like this added the thing that I felt was missing. So now that I'm finished up with the shadows, I am going to move on to my eyes and my highlight. I am going to be putting on a liner today. First, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Side Waterproof Gel Liner, and I'm going to be putting that just on the top lid. I'm sorry this won't be in frame for you guys. I'm probably going to cut this part out.
How you doing? Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun?
So now that we have the eyeliner on, I am going to also add another. This is the Stila liner that everyone comes to know and love. Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So I'm just going to be going and creating a bit of a wing. Alright, so now that my liner is on, I know I said a little wing. I never do a little wing. I'm going to be doing my mascara. First, I do multiple coats of mascara. First, I'm going to be going in with the Superhero Super Black mascara from It Cosmetics. And see, it just gets your lashes super coated. I know you guys can't really see it from the quality of my laptop, but I promise you I will eventually be upgrading to an actual camera. It's just, you know, I want to see how this goes first. And there you have the eye look. This is before lashes. And I will be right back. So this is the completed look. Thank you for getting here with me today. As I said in the video, I enjoy the palette. I think it's a good palette. I don't appreciate the fallout. However, I do feel that it is manageable. You should note that some of the formulas in some of the concealers that you may use to create cut creases will not work for this product, and how other shadows will blend. I have noticed in other times that I've done the makeup that I wear, if you mix too many of the cool tone shades on this end of the palette, you will probably get a darker, obviously, set a line or blend to it. It's going to really deepen it. So I don't recommend layering too many of them. However, they are good shadows. Please don't think that just because some of these bigger YouTubers out there say that this palette is trash, don't think that. It just means that you have to work a little bit harder to achieve the same results that you would with another palette. I know that might be off-putting to some of you, but if you're a die-hard Anastasia fan and you might like the shades, it's totally worth it. So thank you for watching. It was a pleasure doing this for you. If you ever want to hear anything else, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe, whatever the hell you want to do. I'm always going to be around for you guys to request videos if you want. And until next time.